today I am going to explain the concept of the mobile radio systems, which is very much important in wireless communications. So, the design objective of early mobile radio systems was to achieve a large coverage area using a single high-powered transmitter, and the transmitter is mounted on a tall tower. This approach is very good for covering large coverage area, and it was impossible to reuse the same frequencies throughout the system, since any attempts to achieve the frequency reuse will result in interference. And also it has got some disadvantages. That the first one is spectral congestion and the second one is user capacity. So in order to overcome these two disadvantages, the new concept that was emerged is the cellular concept. So this cellular concept was a major breakthrough in solving the problem of spectral congestion and user capacity. So what is this cellular concept? This cellular concept is a system level idea which calls for replacement of a single high power transmitter with many low power transmitters, and each of these transmitters will provide a coverage to only a small portion of the service area. So this cellular concept will solve the problem of spectral congestion and user capacity. So in this, each base station is allocated a group of radio channels to be used within a small geographical area called a cell, and the base stations in the adjacent cells are assigned channel groups which contain the completely different channels than the neighboring cells. So these cellular radio systems, they rely on an intelligent allocation and reuse of channels throughout a coverage region. So finally, the design process of selecting and allocating channel groups for all the cellular base stations within a system is called frequency reuse or frequency planning. So this is what the definition of a frequency reuse. So while we are reusing the frequency, so there might be a chance that the same channels will be used side by side. So the cells which are using the same set of frequencies, they are called as co-channel cells, and the interference between these cells is called as co-channel interference. So now let us go for one reflection spot question, where the question is: a spectrum of 30 MHz is allocated to a wireless FDD cellular system which uses two 25 kHz simplex channels to provide full duplex voice and control channels. Compute the number of channels available per cell if a system uses 4 cell reuse, and question B is 7 cell reuse. Now the learners can calculate the number of channels available per cell if the system is using a 4 cell reuse system and a 7 cell reuse system. So by this we will be knowing how many number of channels are there per cell in a system.